Hey there, y'all. Disney Deep Prince here again today. So, today, on what is probably going to be the final installment of things I have in my closet that are taking up space because they're still in their boxes and I need to unbox them, is the Wizarding World Harry Potter dolls. Now, these are Mattel dolls, unlike most of the ones that have shown up on this series so far. And they are a lot better quality. They're fully articulated. They're not made to move, but they are fully articulated. And I do have Ron and Hermione and Harry, Professor McGonagall, Professor Dumbledore, and then Quidditch Harry and Quidditch Draco. So I'm going to unbox all these because just look at how much extra box it takes up. These boxes could have been this wide. They could have put the robes on the dolls and made the boxes this wide. But instead, they did a huge wide box, and it takes up so much room in my closet because there are 7 of these, and I haven't even gotten all of these yet. The others that have come out are the Yule Ball series, and then they have Luna and Hagrid. And there's the Triwizard duel between Voldemort and Harry set that I do want because that Voldemort doll looks really cool. But right now it's still holding solid at like $50-$60 online, and I just I cannot bring myself to do it. So without further ado, let's just kind of get into these. So these are going to be a little more complicated to take out because it does look like there are going to be a lot of little rubber bands that I have to do, and then little plastic attaching pieces, which irks me to no end. But the beautiful thing is these boxes separate so easy. Thank you, Mattel. Hasbro throws so many things onto their boxes, and it is exhausting trying to take them off. Like, let's just take all of these off right now. So, like, here's Hermione. Again, super easy to take off. And this is already making these so much smaller. And here we have Dumbledore. Dumbledore is daddy. Like, this doll has a really big beard. I've seen people modify this doll to make it into more like normal looking beards. They'll cut it off down here and sand it and epoxy the bottom of it and just make him into like a big hipster beard. But he looks awesome, and it's real velvet, it looks like, on here. And now we have Professor McGonagall, who I am looking at this and realizing that I got the most janky Professor McGonagall that they had, apparently, because she is taped back up, which I am a little disappointed in. But I got all of these from Walmart, and like Walmart's clearance aisle, so I mean that makes sense. But I thought I had done a better job at getting the good ones. This must have been literally the only Professor McGonagall they had for me to get it like that. And then we have the Quidditch Harry and Harry and Draco, which is kind of cool because they did come with the snitches and they did come with their brooms, and their brooms are different, which is nice. But again, a nice little an easy removal process for these boxes, which I love because honestly, the boxes take so long to undo sometimes when you're with Hasbro, that anytime I get good, easy open boxes, I'm just really impressed with the company. All right, y'all gonna stand up because don't you do it. Oh, they're doing it. They're falling apart. You've ruined everything. Ronald Weasley! I am absolutely disgusted. Your father's now facing an inquiry at work. No note. Car gone. You could have died. You could have been seen. Ginny dear. Okay, so Harry came off really easy. Like, look at this mold. It's great. You can 100% tell that this is Harry Potter. He is in the same scale as Skipper. So he's that same size. So Skipper Babysitters series for Barbie. He is articulated. His knees bend. There's no double articulation in the knees. They didn't find a better way to attach his glasses other than to give him rubber bands. Or actually did they? Because his glasses apparently go into his hair, it's looking like. I'm kind of intrigued about that, but not enough to mess with it right at this minute. And so let's see how complicated it's going to be to take these off. Now I did wind up getting an extra one of these robes in a lot that I had ordered. No extra dolls, but just an extra robe, which is fine by me. You know, you can never have too many of doll accessories in my mind, especially when it's things like this that you could I could throw another robe on a Draco doll. So let's hope all of them are that easy to take off. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Ron comes off really easily like that. Same body style as Harry. Same skin tone, it looks like. Yeah, pretty close. That nice British pasty white. It's great. Let's take some of these out. Okay. Again, those are just basic robes. They're the same thing every time. And now Hermione is posed a little differently. And they really love to put the staples into the heads, which, yeah, she does. She does have a staple in her head, which is frustrating as all hell, but it's fine. You know, you just gotta get yourself in there and try to get really as close to the scalp as you can to get these off. But she's cute, and I love that face sculpt. It is a lot closer than the Belle dolls that Hasbro did. But look at her. She is so cute. She is on the perfect body for this. I may actually put her on a... I may actually take this body for a Skipper, but I don't know. I love Harry Potter. These guys are going to get displayed eventually when I have, one, the energy to build another bookshelf, and two, like, just the space to put one, because I'm going to move here in about a year or so, and I just don't really want to mess with building more. Okay, so we have our main three. Let's look at them real quick. So they are wearing sort of matching outfits. We do have the pants for the boys and the skirt for the girl, for Hermione. She is wearing like little saddle shoes, so those are kind of cute, and the boys are wearing Oxfords, so those are fun. They do have their wands, and their wands are all different. You can see Ron's wand is spellotaped. Hermione's wand looks like it has the vines on it. You can't really see the detail. And Harry's wand looks like Harry's wand. So all three of them are different wands, which I love, because Mattel could have half-assed it and given us the same wands, and most people probably would not have noticed. So I'm going to put them up at the back. They are slightly different sizes, which I love because, you know, Hermione is shorter than the boys. Well, for a little bit. Poor Daniel Radcliffe. He is not very tall. That's not his fault. Okay, so this one for Dumbledore, we are going to try to do our best to get him off without ruining this beautiful robe that he's in. Like, it is a great robe. But the only problem is I cannot really see most of the attachments. But we are going to do our best. See, they went and they played me like that. And they did a thing on his head. Okay, and see, there are more underneath his robe, and he is doing squats apparently because he was too tall to fit in their boxes, which I find that kind of hilarious. But, you know, to each their own, Mattel. But that's just kind of funny. That he was doing squats in there for so long. Well, let's compare him to, let's see, he does have a little bit of other stuff stuck in his hair. His hat is sort of, it does have one of those little staples on, and I'm not going to try to take it off. His head does move. It looks like he does have a little plastic piece under his glasses, which is a little weird that he has that. But, and then he has, oh gosh, even more plastic on these. They were not messing around with him. They were like, he is going to have particular joints. And his wand is also different. And it's not just a stick, which I love. So we're going to set him off to the side now. And we're going to take a look at our queen, Minerva McGonagall, because she is like the bee's knees. She is that bomb kitty. And she too is apparently doing squats in her outfit, which I find ridiculous. And we are going to take yet one. And she is actually not stapled in, which I am just genuinely shocked at. She has little witchy boots, which I love. Okay. And she's beautiful. Like, look at that face. It is a unique face mold for Mattel. I love that, because they could have just used an older Barbie. But you know what's funny is I am getting Barbie's mom from Life in the Dream House vibes off of her. And again, we do have a different wand mold. I love that. Good job, Mattel. And she's not on a Barbie body. She is on just a different, let's see. Yeah, she's just on a 2018 Mattel body. She's a little bit thinner than Barbie, I think. But she's the same height as Dumbledore. And we're going to take this hat off because what is Minnie without her big ass hat? right? Like, look at this queen. Yes. Slay, girl. And so I'm loving her. And so now we have our Quidditch guys, because someone's got to do something about this problem on the Quidditch pitch, right? Pitch, please. Right? So we do have an entirely different outfit for Harry, which I love. Where else are you attached? You are attached up here above the gloves, little sneakily. Okay. And just a couple of these little things to hold him in. And he looks pretty good like that. Like, again, you know, he's got a custom outfit. It's the same head, you know, but his broom is awesome. I love that. And then he does come with a little snitch. Snitches get stitches. And so just put that off to the side because we don't want to lose that because they are small. It's the only thing they don't really have a good way to hold them. So catching the snitch is gonna be a whole issue, I think. And let's get Draco released from his prison. He's been in the Azkaban of Doll Jail for a while now. Okay. And he looks awesome. They are in, you know, there's different textures to these outfits. Like, this is a more smooth, this is a, like, an actual, like, cotton. And this is, like, a corduroy. Like, it's great. And the nice thing is, these guys don't come with wands. You know, there's not a wand on these Quidditch dolls. Now, they could have made him a little bit closer, in my opinion, to what Tom Felton actually looks like, or looked like at that point in the movies, but he still looks pretty good. And again, we get another snitch. Not that Malfoy ever caught the snitch in the movies, but he is cute. They are all cute. And I like how the adults are different sizes. Now, I do want the Hagrid doll because eventually, like, I've seen Hagrid made into bear dolls, and I love it. I am so here for it, and I kind of want to just do the same thing with one of mine. But, so, again, this takes up so much less room than all of them in their boxes. Like, accessories and all, it takes up so much less room. Which is exactly the whole point of what I've been doing today, which is filming all these videos, unboxing everything that's just been sitting in my closet. So this is the last of the things that I'm going to open today, because I now have a massive pile of boxes and plastic stuff that I now have to take out to my recycle bin. So thanks for watching, y'all. I mean, these guys are really well articulated. So, you know, if you had the chance to pick these up like I did when they were on clearance, you know, congrats. You got pretty decent articulated dolls. They're at least on the level of the BTS dolls, which I'll show you a BTS doll and a size comparison. So the BTS doll compared to Draco. So these guys are much shorter. They are the Skipper size. And then the Dumbledore doll, like the adult Dumbledore doll, is taller, is bigger than the than the BTS dolls. So he's more on the scale of Ken, I think. If that's ever been a question you've been looking at, is what size are these Mattel dolls? And I think one of these days I'm going to do a different articulated bodies of Mattel video, just because I've had questions on it, and so I'm sure other people have had the same questions too. So thanks for watching, y'all.